What up, it's your boy Geronimo, and we're back again with another how-to video. This video is specifically about the new 64 Bluetooth controller by 8bitdo. And specifically, if you're like me, and you get it out of the box, and it connects to your Nintendo Switch 1 just fine, but it does not connect to your Nintendo Switch 2. So today we're going to be doing an upgrade for the firmware, and we'll see how it goes from there. So first, I'd like to take a note on the support website, of course. As you can see, we're on the support.8bitdo.com side. You'll want to pick the picture that represents your controller. It's this one here, the 64 controller. You see the latest firmware is version 1.03. If we take a look at the update log, version 1.00 is the factory firmware. This should mean that this is what it's using when you take it out of the box for the first time. But we can see version 1.02 added support for Switch 2, and version 1.03 optimized the analog performance of the joystick. So that's pretty good in general. So with any 8bitdo controller, it's definitely recommended to just update the firmware. So likely my 64 controller is on version 1.0, the factory firmware, and we're going to be upgrading it, well, to 1.03 because it'll include 1.02, which added support for Switch 2. So to do so, you'll need to go to Firmware Updater, and it takes you to the 8bitdo Ultimate Software V2 website. Now, since it is bringing you to this is likely what you'll need to do to get updated. You'll just click Windows Download here, or Mac OS Download, Mac OS 13 and above. Once you have your 8bitdo Ultimate Software version 2 downloaded, you'll need to unzip it. I've already done so for you, so you should have the folder looking like this on a Windows 11 computer. When you open it, you're going to open the 8bitdo Ultimate Software V2 application. Very important. It's going to be a pixelated heart symbol. Once you have it open, this is pretty much what it'll say if you have no other devices from 8bitdo plugged in. Even if you have like a Ultimate controller and you have it in the dock, you can have it unplugged and it'll show like this. So we're going to go ahead and plug in the 64 controller here with our USB cable. Okay, and it takes the image. Well, it should be an image of what your controller is, and this is the 64 controller. We see our B and A and start, similar to the Nintendo 64 controller. We're going to hit the update. It says new firmware is now available. And, yep, so we'll go ahead and update it up to here. You can also select other versions. The current firmware version is version 1.00. So we're going to get it up to version 1.03. And if you click log, it'll also show the change log, just as we saw on the website. So we'll go ahead and hit update and we'll let it finish up. Okay, so the update is complete. The image over here finished loading. So we'll go ahead and click the update complete button here. And yep, and so it reconnects here. So yeah, that's pretty much how it shows here. So let's go ahead and take a quick look and get it connected to the Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get the 64 controller connected to the Switch 2. I have the controller right here. First, to make sure you have it to the left orientation on the back, that's going to be your input switch. The left is for S, or switch, and the right is for D, for I believe direct input. That's what you use for PC, but here we're going to have on the left side. So we're going to go to change grip order here. And there we go. And it detects it as a Nintendo 64 controller for the NSO app. Alright, if this helped you out, like, comment, subscribe, and check you next time. Peace out.